Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Week 7 edition of the Minnesota Vikings Podcast. My name is Gabe Henderson, and as promised, we promised you guys earlier in the year that Brian Asamoah was going to come and guest host a podcast. And today is that day. We got Brian Asamoah as our guest host, and then we got the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, the second time ever in his career, Mr. Jordan Hicks. Right, we need him.
We need that.
That's elite territory, man. Yeah. Just getting that honor, Jordan. We'll start off with that. Just how does that feel? And BA, you sit beside him in meeting rooms, so you've seen this guy just work day in and day out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's I was telling the media just a second ago. I think it's it feels good personally, but I think what it is a recognition for our defense because you look at both of those plays. Right, the first one with the interception, Daniil gets his hand on the elbow. Mm-hmm. Right, ball's fluttering in the air. Would have never happened if we weren't able to get that pressure by Daniil. And then the second one, Metellus getting the ball out, keeping it alive. You know what I mean? He probably honestly wanted to pick it up himself, but keeping it alive, right? And then me having an opportunity. And so what we've been talking about this whole season, right, is making most of the opportunities, and we were able to do that.
Being able to do that and see him witness that moment. BA, what was that like for you on the field versus in the meeting rooms when he finally gets that recognition?
First of all, I was super happy when he caught the ball. It was kind of a weird catch, but he definitely caught it. So I was definitely happy for him.
Are you saying he can't catch?
Nah.
Come on now.
He's a good player.
Come on now.
He's been doing this for a long
Check
time.
My stats now.
Oh,
I got some interceptions.
Pull up the resume.
He's been doing this for a long time. The only thing I kind of get on his head about is just like his speed.
Okay.
I do call him a vet. But no, he definitely made me happy, and I was very ecstatic to see him score that touchdown for our defense. So, I mean, I see him work, every day. I sit by him in meetings. A great leader, the alpha of this defense. Been playing real good ball this season, and it's just fun to watch and learn from him as well. I mean, he's a great player, and the sky's the limit for what he can do this season for our team.
Bro. Appreciate you,
Jordan. There was a moment. I'm sure people have seen. The clip on Instagram of, the play-by-play call of Paul Allen making it in the booth and then you running beside. There was a moment where we were like, all right, is Jordan going to get tackled at the 10?
I saw your face now. I saw your face. You like, okay, he did it.
It was close.
Hey, you tightrope that sideline.
I tightrope. I think whoever that offensive lineman, number 58, I think it was, didn't cut off the sideline, right? Mm-hmm. So when I picked the ball up, I looked for a second and was like, oh, I got it. And so I just ran as fast as I could. Man. That's it.
That's huge. No, congratulations, man, on NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Your second time?
Second time.
That's huge.
Both times in Chicago.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I'm super happy for you. But
appreciate you, dog.
Quickly switch the topic. Our alma maters played 2 weeks ago.
This is where the hosting starts, huh?
You went to the University of Texas.
I did.
I went to the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We've been going at it, Red River Rivalry Showdown.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
for who?
You guys.
For us, okay.
Yeah. You guys suffered a terrible loss. I mean, did you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, man. I had total confidence in my Texas Longhorns, coming off of big wins versus Bama, right? Guys,
tough Bama team, right?
Guys, yeah,
they're struggling.
They are struggling a little bit,
so
but SEC,
we knew that was
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
nobody really
we knew that.
Come on, man. Hey, culmination leading up to that game, it was like, all right, we got this, and I think it was there was a couple questionable situations in there.
Not situational masters.
Not situational masters, which is what you got to pride yourself on.
Describe that for our fans. What are situational masters?
Yeah, man, there was opportunities to run the clock out.
Okay.
And I'm not a coach, man. I don't sit here and study, game plans and whatnot, like what they're doing. But, that just being a football player, you see some situations where like a minute and 20 seconds is way too much time for a college offense who is
very
explosive like you guys
Shout
are.
out to Jeff Lebby there.
Yeah, he played his ass off, man. So for me, I'm just like, you wish you could run that ball, run that clock down a little bit more, but it was a tough loss for us for sure.
Glad you guys learned from that one.
I mean, there was I saw you posted something on your social media, BA.
Yes.
Of your Oklahoma shirt beside. Oh, I mean, you even brought the
hat.
Wow.
the boomers. The
Boomer.
I wish I would have known something. God,
Boomer.
I mean, did y'all have to trade shirts? Because
No.
I saw the Texas T-shirt and then the Oklahoma T-shirt by Jordan Hicks' locker a couple of days later.
So there's been once you get to the league in college, they send you like a little gift box.
Care package?
Care package. And mine has been sitting in my locker for this entire year. So I'm like, I was waiting for the perfect time, and I knew that this day would come, like that he would have to wear the Boomer Sooner gear. So I, of course, gave him 2X. What's it called? A Boomer Sooner T-shirt so that he can wear around the
T-shirt,
facility.
a
And it was just
hat.
cool. Oh,
Wow.
Golly, he put shorts in my locker, man. I
you
was
swagged him out.
fitted.
I swagged him out like he was on his first recruiting trip. It was funny, man. It was funny. Just to see, a guy that was supposed to be in, bright orange, being crimson and cream is just beautiful to see. So,
So I mean, you guys both played in that rivalry. Like, is that the biggest game on the schedule for both of you guys? Like, when you see the schedule, like what is that moment like when you see the schedule and then you actually get to that game?
Yeah, I mean it's that if you don't win that game, right, for coaches, staffs, for like I've seen coaches get fired off of losing that game, right? That is like the one you got to win. And so I don't know, it's in front of 50-50. It's the atmosphere. It's the tunnel of the Cotton
That
Bowl
tunnel
is
is
something
amazing.
special.
we walk right past each
Walk
other.
right next to each other, one way in, one way out, right? You're driving in, you got Oklahoma fans flipping you off on the bus, right? Like it's like that, right? And so you feel that energy from the very moment you step on there.
For us, I mean, we treat it like another week.
He lying like a mother. Do not let him lie to you
Treat it like
guys.
another week, man.
He is lying.
We know that hat is supposed to
is-
stay in Norman, and I mean, we go in there with just another.
Cap.
We go in there with heightened awareness, knowing that it is a big week, but it's just another week in college football, and we got to handle our business. So that's how we kind of do that. I mean, as far as I've been in college, that hat has been or has remained in Norman. So
Is that true?
I mean,
Is that true?
I
What's
think,
the stats on that? I
so
don't know.
You were 1-4 against
it was
Oklahoma,
bad.
It was not
1-4.
good. It was not good.
and BA was 4-1.
yes,
And I
Which-
think, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he came in a couple years after I left, right?
Yeah, what you were 2019,
probably
2019?
a lot more years.
Oh,
like
man.
four. Like four, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's
You're
a
right,
whole,
you're right.
that's a whole career.
So you feel that energy, like when you go to that game. Like how does that prepare you once you start playing in big games in the league? How does that game prepare you for some of those moments? I mean, even like Sundays. I mean, Monday Night Football, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing some of those guys on Sundays, right?
Fact.
So,
Fact.
you know what it is. It's the energy. It's the you got to be on every single play, right? There's a transition in your football career where you can kind of like just be better than everybody, and you transition into actually having to execute and do your job, and it's games like that where it shows those guys who are able to make that transition. So it's definitely different, without question.